Well, how y'all are? It's your native Flor-xan, and oh my dear, we got one for you today. So hang in there and let's get into it. It all starts with a good buddy of mine, Virgil, gave me some deer meat. He said, hey man, I'm going to donate this to the channel. Let's see what you can do with it. So this is what we're doing with it. So he donated this deer roast here. I'm just going to hit it with a little avocado oil. And then we're going to take and put some of the Everglades rub on it. Dance it around, roll it around. So what we're going to do is put this out onto the smoker. And we're not going to try to cook it all the way through. This is a real lean piece of meat. You can see there's not a whole lot of fat in it. So all I want to do is just add some smoke to it. Probably for about an hour or so. And then we're going to take it off the smoker. And then I'll show you what we're going to do with it next. Got the barrel pit set on about 200. I'm gonna put that deer roast right there in the middle and let it run for about an hour. We'll check on it. We got enough color on it, then we'll take it off and then we'll finish cooking it in the can cooker. Okay, so I'm just gonna get the can cooker ready. Start off with, I got a Creole seasoning mix, which is basically onions, bell pepper, celery, some garlic and green onion. Put a good little amount in there, probably about half the container. Then I add some of Stale Crackers Trinity seasoning to it, about a good heavy tablespoon. Then I might add a little more of that Everglades rub to it. Then we're going to go about half a quart of low sodium beef broth. So we'll take the meat off the pit here shortly, get it down in this pot, and finish cooking. Alrighty, we've been on for about an hour. Like I said, you can tell it's not cooked all the way through. We're gonna get our can cooker going and get this to cooking. Alright, so our can cooker's steaming. We're gonna drop our meat down in there. So we're going to let this meat sit in here for a couple hours. We'll check it. If it's the right tenderness, we'll shut it off, bring it in, and then we're going to do a little something with that juice. Alrighty, so we brought the pot inside and put it on our little burner, mainly because I want to pull that roast out of there. Let it set aside, and then we're going to take the leftover juice in here and make us a gravy if we'll get all the meat out of there. So we got a half a cup of cold water. I'm just going to add a tablespoon cornstarch to it. Mix that up real good, just like so. And then add it to our juices here in the pot. Got this on a real low heat. I'm not trying to make a gravy like a biscuits and gravy, just trying to make it a little bit thicker. Turn our heat off and let that set and cool while we shred up that meat. Alright, so I took my knife and just kind of cut it up, but you can see that meat is good and tender. Being it was a leg roast, I think it's got a lot of connective tissue in it, so it makes it a little tougher just to shred. But if you take and slice it like that, then it'll come apart real easy. It's good and hot, I can tell you that. So we're going to finish getting this shredded up, and then we're going to add it back to our gravy. Alright, so here we go. We got it all shredded up. You can see all that smoke ring that was within that meat, and that meat is good and tender. I mean, it's great, and some might question me why I cooked it all the way through, or cooked it till well done. Well, this is not backstrap. This is, you know, a leg roast, and so if I'd have cooked it to a medium rare, it'd have been like chewing shoe leather. So that's why we cooked it the way we did, and gonna do with it what we're fixing to do, which is add it to that gravy. We're gonna take our shredded meat, Add it to a bowl here. And again, I just kind of cut it up with the knife a little bit just to make it a little easier, and shredded it up. So we're going to take our light gravy here, give that a mix, let it set and cool. As that cools, that meat ought to draw in some of that moisture. That's why I didn't want a real thick gravy. But we're going to let this set, cool off, put it in the fridge. And this is likely going to be tomorrow night's supper, either on some mashed potatoes or some rice. But we might try something a little different. Hang in there and see what we do with it. Alrighty folks, it's the next day. You know, last night it took about 3 hours in the can cooker, which was about an hour longer than my hangry wife wanted to wait, so we wound up eating something else. But I went ahead and took it, reheated it up, put it on some mashed potatoes. And I'm telling you, this deer meat smells good. Let's get into it and see how it tastes. Down to shoot. I don't know, man. Man, that is good. And with that juice that we thickened up just a little bit with that cornstarch, this would make a good poor boy. It's good on the mashed potatoes. It would go good on rice. It'd go good on a lot of things. Alright, so it's just another idea. If you got, it doesn't have to be deer meat. If you got an old roast in there, you can cook it, prepare it the same way, put it on the pit, smoke it for an hour like we did, put it in your can cooker, let it cook till it's nice and tender, and then use that juice to make you a little bit of a gravy, make you one hell of a supper. So thanks to all you subscribers out there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.